The boy's name was Tasmi. As soon as he arrived in the capital, he was swindled out of all the money he had. With nothing left, he curled up in a street corner. At that moment, a young lady from a wealthy family appeared in front of him, accompanied by 2 bodyguards. She looked at the boy sympathetically and invited him to stay at her home for the night. Tasmi agreed without hesitation. When they arrived at the lady's house, her parents didn't shun him. Instead, they warmly invited him to dinner. During the meal, Tasmi shared that he wanted to join the military to save his village. He explained that he had set off with 2 companions but got separated from them along the way. The wealthy businessman immediately promised to help Tasmi find his companions. Tasmi expressed his deep gratitude in return, but what Tasmi didn't know was that the family's kindness had sharp, hidden fangs. The next day, Tasmi went shopping with the young lady. From her, he learned about an organization in the capital called Night Raid, which was known for assassinating high-ranking officials and the rich. At the time, Tasmi only thought it sounded terrifying. However, that night, screams echoed through the house as the businessman's wife was murdered. The sound of guards scrambling and panic followed. Tasmi was jolted awake by the bloodlust in the air, and when he looked out the window, he saw figures from Night Raid beneath the full moon. The Crimsonite assassin's blade moved so fast it was almost invisible, and the armored guards were pierced through in an instant. It was then that Tasmi realized the organization was real, not just a myth. He rushed to protect the young lady. He stood in front of her and said to the Crimsonite assassin, "She has helped me. You can't kill her." But the assassin didn't listen to Tasmi's words. Without hesitation, he thrust his sword straight at Tasmi's heart. Tasmi was saved at the last moment by a wooden carving hidden beneath his clothes. The woman who had originally swindled Tasmi out of his money, known as Sister Cat, appeared before him. She opened the door to a nearby warehouse. Inside were hanging bodies, and the stench of blood filled the air. Among the bodies, one woman covered in wounds was someone Tasmi had been searching for, his long-lost companion. In an iron cage, another of his companions still clung to life but was on the verge of death. It turned out they had all been lured here to be experimented on and tortured by the young lady. The lady, now no longer pretending to be kind, mocked them, saying they were nothing more than useless country folk who deserved to be treated like livestock. At that moment, Tasmi understood that the real villain wasn't Night Raid, it was the young lady standing before him. Filled with rage, Tasmi killed her with a single strike.